What's up, ladies and germs? I have never settled on a fucking, like, what I'm gonna say as an intro. I want to just go, hey, Yubtubbers, but I can never think of that quick enough, right? Because I don't have a script, and I should really write a script for shit like this. So we're here on the Saturday night edition. I've got to go and hit up Dork Jam, I guess, to go find his ass. Wherever the fuck he is. I've got to go find my comments. YouTube makes it, like, really impossible, too. Like, oh, just dig around. It's in the control room. I've got to go. Yeah, they're published. First, I have to go to the event. Well, because I don't know if I'm going to get Dork Jam. Let's see what happens when I go back. I don't know if I'm going to get him, like, on the call. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to get him, like, on the call. So I'm going to open up the chat. I am going to pop out the chat. All right. I don't know where the fuck he is, so let's go and alert him that this is happening now. Because I'm about 30 minutes early, but I just got all my shit settled in, so we're good. I lightweight want to wait on Dork Jam because I feel like I want to respond to his comments, but I want to see if I can get him on. If I can get him on, then we'll do. I want to, like, you know, do a discussion. I don't want to just sit here and blather on about the comments when, you know, I could be talking to an actual human. But maybe Dork Jam isn't a human. Maybe he's some type of, like, sophisticated cyborg. He's the new troll bot they put out. Oh, you know it's all love, sweetheart. So I'm gonna be sitting here waiting on Dork Jam. Apparently, this nigga taking forever. It's not like it should show up in your fucking subscriptions, my nigga. You taking 50 fucking years to show the fuck up. I'll know when I have one viewer that it's Dork Jam, right? Because he was the only one clamoring for this to happen in the first place. We ain't got no damn. Ain't nobody here. This motherfucker. I should go to his fucking Twitter and be like, nigga, where you at? Now I may have to. It's gonna be shushing, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if the mic's picking that up, but if you hear a shushing sound, it's because my computer's fan has kicked in, and Apple is a genius, right? These niggas are so smart. They are so smart that they put your microphone right by the fan exhaust, so when your computer is even slightly overheated, you're gonna pick that up on mic. Thanks, Apple. And the mic isn't horrible. Like, I've heard other people's mics through other live streams. I've heard other people's mics through their YouTube videos, like their native mics, even mics that they've bought. And I feel like this is a relatively competent mic, but it does have the problem of, you know, picking up the fucking fan noise of the computer, which is more of a design flaw than there's anything. Where the fuck is this motherfucker at? Oh, I go up 30 minutes early, and he the one who 20 minutes ago was like, oh, you need to do this fucking live stream. And I'm thinking, oh, cool, whatever, all right. And I'm thinking, oh, well, you know, let me get some food, let me get some friggin' coffee, because obviously I'm going to be up for at least, you know, an hour. Because I wanted to play some Civilization, bruh. Wanted to fucking play some Doom tonight. Like, you shouldn't eat through a live stream, but fuck it. I'm hungry, and then this nigga don't even show up. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm gonna eat through this fuck. I'm gonna just eat. I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes chomping my face until someone shows up to this fucking live stream. Because honey. All right, I ain't doing it. Okay, Mama Pie Pie. Okay, I even got some coffee for this. Put some ice in it. It needs some sugar, but whatever. So, like I said, I want to respond to his comments, but if I can get him on, I want to be able to, like, respond to him. Okay. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go. My mouth is full too. My mom would be so mad. I'm gonna go to Twitter. No, no, no. I'm not gonna go to Twitter. Ooh, I better not be sitting on my cigarette. I'm gonna be mad. He is the only person who has ever deigned to leave a comment. So thanks, Dark Jam. I appreciate that. This motherfucker right here. So I got to get the tweets up on the phones. Twat twat. I don't know why I just said that. I've got to get the tweets up on the phone because apparently I can't tax my poor little computer too much. Don't buy a Mac. Just buy a fucking Windows computer, bro. Well, no, because if I don't keep this goddamn thing up, if I accidentally exit out of there, I won't be able to get back. Okay. I swear to God, I'm following him on Twitter. This motherfucker better come on. He act like I got all goddamn night to be making this goddamn live stream. This ain't a very public spanking up, nigga. This ain't no rehearsed time. Oh, it's not rehearsed, but you know what I mean. We don't do this at a certain time. We don't do this every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? This isn't something we do. Right? So if you ain't showing up to the whole gig, then shit. Half of my whole show is supposed to be making fun of you. Now what the fuck I'm supposed to do? All right. I know I'm following this motherfucker. I really should stop, but I can't stop broadcasting and then restart broadcasting. Right? Probably should have stopped broadcasting. Probably shouldn't have started. Probably should have just waited, but it's the middle of the night. It's 7:30. Got it? I mean, like, I'm trying to at least listen. I'm not getting anything tonight. So I'm really trying to like kill some zombies. And so while Zorkham is not here, because I'm sure he's only going to complicate the matter, and by complicate I mean be an asshole about it. I did want to talk about the recently released video from the Keith Scott shooting. I find it interesting. One thing I want to say, and I kind of want to say this in the least crass way possible, is that I found, I believe his wife who's recording, I found her reaction to be fascinating. Right? She is screaming, "He better live. You better not shoot him." And to me, that's ballsy. That's really ballsy because we know the position that we're in. And for her to be that assertive about it and that angry about it proves that, to me, Black people are making progress. There is a form of progress that's being made in that we feel inculcated into our society, right? There's the idea of, well, there's Black America and there's white America. No, there's the United States of America, and there are enclaves of Black and white persons, and Native Americans and Asians and people from people from Central America and South America and Mexico and Africa, honey, and Haiti. I mean, I go on and on. Europeans, Chinese, I go on and on and on. But whatever goes on, yeah, the fuck is going on with this? Whatever goes on, hey, one viewer, whatever goes on, I feel like we're making real progress. The problem is when you've got a situation like Keith Scott's shooting where, oh, here, yeah, I knew he'd show the fuck up. Hi, Dork Jam. Hey. Do you want me to respond to your Game of Thrones comments? I'll respond if I can get you on, boo. I'll be nice. Not really. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. All right. I don't know how to send out the link for this. So this is going to be interesting. Wait. Okay. I think I can figure it out. Okay, fine. You copping out. So you're admitting you're copping out on me, Dirk Jam. Okay. All right. All right. Let's respond to your comments. Okay. I'm at my video now. So I'll do some screen sharing for if someone else decides they want to show up, let me screen share just in case. I don't need the group chat, goobs. Okay. No, he's too hoarse. But when you're not hoarse, sweetheart, definitely hit me up. You can make it on this show. All right. Um, okay. Let me enhance. What? What you doing? Come on, my nigga. Ah, you're just hating on me today, boo boo. Hating on the black lady. You're like Dork Jam, except you're a computer. Okay. All right. Hey, do that live stream. I'm doing that. So there you go. Present it. Present to everyone. All right, we're presenting everybody. Okay, here we go. From Dork Jam. Hey, do that live stream. Well, I'm doing it, so I responded to that. All right. Let's do it. Am I the only one who wants Danny to stay a Marine? No. I'll get to that in a second. Am I the only one who wants Danny to stay in the Marine until there's a certain level of stability? And only then should she set off to capture the Iron Throne. I think it's mainly due to tremendous instability that was brought from the removal of the U.S. troops in Iraq in 2011. ISIS literally would not have been able to control the amount of territory, well, the amount of territory it has if U.S. troops had stayed. Yes, yes, yes. You can say the invasion was wrong to begin with, but the point but the point that there would have been a greater level of security had those forces stayed in is undeniable. If you liberate a people from a tyrant, it's your responsibility, just as it's Danny's, to make sure that the security of the country is stable and its people have training to effectively manage and maintain their country before you remove yourself from it. Okay. And Dorgiam says, because I don't think it's in there, I'm an alpha male. I only type to women on the internet. Hashtag pussy boy for the win. Okay. Well, we all knew you were a fuck boy, honey, but if you want to like make sure that you keep that, you want to make sure that we all know that you're a fuck boy, great. Be proud of what you are. You're a fuck boy, be proud of it. Okay. Let's talk about the Game of Thrones stuff, and then we'll talk about the Iraq stuff. And I understand the two arguments are intertwined, but of course. Well, honey, you can't be my fuck boy. I got a couple fuck boys on the line. Okay, no offense, right? And aren't you all the way in the United Kingdom? All right, I'm in the United States, bro. Come on, let me do this. Let me respond to your comment. This is how bad it's gotten, guys. I want Danny. Well, you can do that for me. You can be my naked, ugly British Indian slave. I would appreciate that. Okay, I really got to do this Game of Thrones thing. You're gonna let me do it. It's got a lot of layers. So let's do this. I wanted Danny not to stay a Marine for the stability, but to really just to pillage it, right? I mean, not to destroy it necessarily. I think pillage is the wrong word. I want Danny to use Marine as a base of power and effectively march across Essos, take over every major city from Quohor on up, all the way to Bravos, take over the Iron Bank, and then fly her ass over to Westeros, right? I want Danny to maintain a relationship with Marine because I want her to use it to fund her venture on the Iron Throne. In terms of stability, right? We can look at Danny as both a stabilizing force and an unstabilizing force. If you watch the show, if you read the books, and you're the only one in the audience, Dorcam, so I'm talking directly to you, boo boo. I don't care about Westeros, right? I don't care about Essos. They're not real. And they allow me to well, first of all, as she's a Valyrian, so as a Valyrian, I want her to fucking win. I want her to take over all of what Valyria had and more, right? But this is fucking Westeros and Essos. These aren't real places, right? I don't think that I think that her mission in Slaver's Bay is complete. And she isn't just, she's not doing what the United States did, because she's not just departing from Marine. She's left the second son behind. Ooh, sorry, I meant to say spoiler alert. If you haven't seen season 6, honey, well, you were on my season 6 thing, so if you already know, you should already know. But spoiler alert, sorry, goddamn. Anywho, that's why my videos will never be big, because I'll never remember to say spoiler alert. Yeah, Valyria. Are we going to talk about? That's going to be a video, Dorothy. Don't worry. I'm going to talk about the similarities between. And I think I did a little bit in season 6. What you missed. I'm going to talk about the similarity. Okay, good. So we're at the same level. Okay, good. So we won't. We talk about the Dance of Dragons. We start getting into some deep, heavy shit about whether the Targaryens are actually mad or what's going on there. Then we won't have to do spoiler alerts and all that good stuff. So great. Okay. I won't get sidetracked with my Valyrians and White Walkers argument. We'll have that conversation later. Right now, the conversation is about, should you leave troops behind? Right? Is it your responsibility, if you invade a nation, to then try to prop up that nation? Well, from our historical perspective, yeah, right. When the Allied powers fell, I'm sorry, you know I'm fucked up. When the Axis powers fell, when nations left the grip of war, particularly the Second World War, I know you already know that, but when they left the grips of war, the United States came in with a Lend-Lease program to help rebuild, to help retrain, to help rebuild these particular nations, and to help retrain their armies and what have you. The United States, after the fall of the Soviet Union, has maintained a strong relationship with countries like Latvia and Lithuania and Estonia, because it understands that if Russia is resurgent, those are the countries that will probably fall first. So I can understand your point. I can even agree with it to a certain extent, that if you, in our world, if you present a destabilizing force like the war in Iraq, the Marshall Plan was a really good idea. If you present a destabilizing event like the war in Iraq, it becomes your job to deal with the aftermath of that destabilizing event. Similarly to the way that Dany is the destabilizing event for Slaver's Bay, she's coming in and destroying a system of government and economics that's been in place for however many thousands of years. And it's her responsibility to bring some order to that chaos. So I guess I'll have to give it to you. Sometimes I want to disagree with you, but I just can't. Boo-boo. And I agree with you in terms of the Marshall Plan. I think the Marshall Plan is a great idea. I think that was our failing in the Iraq War. Okay, fine. We fought a war in Iraq not because we thought them to be terrorists. Yeah, you win. Shut up. Not because we thought them to be terrorists, but we fought a war in Iraq because we saw the opportunity to knock over someone we had wanted to knock over for quite some time, that being Saddam Hussein. And 9/11 was the perfect excuse for that, right? You know, we've got these terrorists. Look at what they're capable of. We've got to eradicate terrorism wherever we find it. Look at evil Saddam Hussein. But we come to later find out that, yeah, he was a piece of shit, but he was a U.S. flip. He was a person that we installed, that we backed until we didn't. Right? We knew he didn't have weapons, and we knew he had no weapons of mass destruction because we had the receipts. The sarin gas that he used against his own people, all that shit, we bought it for him. That doesn't mean he's a great guy, but we can't. But how critical can we be when we contributed to his horrible, horrible regime and then knocked it over? Yeah, but there's always a but. I'm going to get his ass on the screen. I'm going to get his ass on the screen since he wants to play that. I'm going to get his ass on the screen because I want you guys to see the argument that he's making. So hold on, because I'm good with technology, but only when it's a little more intuitive than Google's being right now. So hold on a second. Woo! All right. Stop sharing because I want to go back and I want to do some sharing. Yeah, but we're always going. There's always going to be a rape is bad but argument. There's always going to be a slavery is bad but argument. There's always going to be a but. There's always going to be someone who has an economic interest in that system. There's always, when you're talking about slavery, when you're talking about rape, there's always going to be gray areas. Well, was it rape? Is what I experienced rape? Could it be rape? Of course, stuff is bad, but there's always going to be a caveat. And one thing you should know about me before we go any further, before you're going to become my sex slave or whatnot, is that I'm a person who appreciates caveats and will mention caveats because I think it's important. I think it's important to know that I think it's important for me more than it is for an audience or anyone else, that I recognize that there's a different point of view, and that although something I might believe to be wholly terrible is terrible, there's going to be a different point of view, and it may not be as terrible. Because it wasn't necessarily our responsibility, right? It's not bad that we didn't. It's not. I don't. Okay. Let me back up. It's not that we're correcting an error, right? I don't think we didn't give him the weapons in error. It wasn't an error that he obtained them. We gave them to him to counter the Islamic Revolution in Iran, which he successfully did. Well, I'll agree. Okay. I said that. I'm stoned, so going back and listening to me is a bad thing. I'll wait for your reply. Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm being a little contrarian. You're right. You're right. I'll agree, Yorkdam. You're really getting me tonight, sweetheart. I was not even prepared to do this, dude. Today was one of those fucking days. Um, let me say this. Let me clarify and say this. The further we get from the war in Iraq, the more muddy I feel about it. When I was younger, it was really clear, right? Like, this is wrong. We shouldn't be invading this country. As I get older, as there's more distance and as there's less, as, the troops are kind of coming home and the immediate conflict is ramping down, it's hard to say. It's becoming harder and harder for me to know what I really think on the matter. Don't pop. Why are you popping up? Yeah, I'm mud shaming you. Definitely. I'm shaming you in whatever potential way that I can. But as I get older, it becomes more and more difficult for me to isolate. Well, was it wrong? Wasn't it wrong? What was the correct thing to have done if this was wrong? I think more or less. I don't know whether invasion was wrong or right. I'll concede that. I don't know anymore. There was a time in my life I could say it was wrong, blah blah blah. But as you gain a little more knowledge on the matter, you go, well, but hold on. Let me finish the thought, and then I'll get to your comment. Again, let me screen share because this is sounding really one-sided. So I want to make sure that people can see your commenting. There we go. 2 seconds, I get to your comment. I can only say now that I think the way that we handled it after the fall was incorrect. But the initial invasion, I can't. That's a murky ground for me right now. Murky. Is that better instead of muddy? Is that better? Okay, so let's do Jordan's comment. So in the 1990s, U.S. enforced a no-fly zone to protect the Kurds against Saddam. Was that just as bad sorry. Was it bad just because we used to help him to protect we used to help him that we then protect the Kurds? Well, no, but I would say that yes and no. What's bad about it is when the United States decides that it's your ally, then it comes in to protect you. But when it decides that it's your enemy, it does not. And to play both sides like that, to at one point be on Saddam's side, honey, you are freaking out. Why are you freaking out? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be shaming you. No, I'm really not. I don't know why I keep saying that, because I'm a liberal and I'm just a bleeding fucking heart and I'm apologetic for everything I do. I'm not. You're an asshole. I love you, but you're an asshole. Um, and I gotta stop screen sharing because it's really fucking my shit up. Um, but no, but but in terms of your question, I don't think it's wrong to protect one side against the other necessarily. But when you are clearly switching sides between being pro Saddam, effectively supporting his rule over the Ba'athist Party, and then supporting the Kurds and protecting them from Saddam's rule, even though you were just supporting him, 5 or 6 years ago, even though you were just supporting him, I don't like the idea of the United States not clearly supporting one side or the other. But maybe that's just sort of a leftover, kind of World War II-ish, that there's a clear enemy and you have to protect yourself from that person. That kind of Cold War, Russia is our enemy, we have to protect ourselves from them and their satellite, as opposed to, well, sometimes we're friends and sometimes we ain't. And maybe that's my own sort of, I'll admit that's my own flaw, right? That's me. But I'm surprised you haven't talked about how many times I say you need to start shaming me quick. I'm so triggered. I promised myself I wouldn't make fun of trigger warnings. I don't think it's cute, right? But we can get into that SJW shit later. Well, let me have a clear position, and then I can live with not having a clear position on the matter. When it comes to the invasion of Iraq, I don't have a clear position on the matter, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I know, right? Good. Shame. As we all shame. I don't even have a bell. Shame. You're lucky I don't walk naked through the damn street. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Ares the second used to do something similar? He used to do like penitence walks naked through the streets. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, but they weren't the shame walks that Cersei had to do. Obviously, that's a different thing. I hope me having a muddled position clarifies something for you, clarifies something for me. I thank you. I do follow you, bro. Are you just gonna start spamming me now? I already follow you, don't I? Let's go see. Let's go see. Do I follow? Do I follow you? Do I follow you? I don't know. I haven't even typed in your name yet, bro. I thought I did though, because we got into it the first time when we first got into it. I wouldn't hunt down your Twitter account because I'm an asshole like that, and I'm not afraid of being called an asshole, nor am I afraid of being called an SJW. So there, that is. Apparently, I do not, because you're not appearing. So it's Dorkjam one word. I'm doing it on my phone because my computer is like, nope, bitch. I'm doing the maximum. My computer is basically like a really lazy brown person. It is doing the maximum amount of nothing, right, that it can possibly do. Oh, because that's the fucking, because you're clicking the wrong shit, bitch. It's like, listen, bruh. Are you an old lady now? Okay, so, okay. It's loading. Follow. Okay, I sent you a follow request. So I'm at Miss Megalodon, so there you go. No, I don't, until you answer my fucking follow request. Apparently I do not. You know this motherfucker's still here too. He's just not, I'm just talking too fast and responding to that. But I will thank you, Dorkjam. Because you did help me realize that I don't have a clear position on that. What's that about? Honey, it's text. I can't tell if you're being negative or positive. Positive. Again, my dear, aren't you all the way in the United Kingdom? Oh, good. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Well, I hope one day our stars collide. If you're ever in San Francisco, feel free. I won't show it to anybody. So this is what you do, George. You have your corner girls at the end and lonely live streams. You try to show them your dick. This is weird. All right, I just refreshed my direct messages, homie. I'm so awake. I'm not getting a dick pic. Aw. But like I said, I do want Danny to march across fucking Essex. Okay. Oh man, I wanted her to march her ass back to fucking why batch her ass back to fucking car. That's exactly what I started to do. Okay. Um, but I'm really pissed off about how people interpreted Arya this season because it felt like everybody needed George to write their to fucking hold their hand. George, tell me what to believe. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me about Arya. Shit, without George there to hold your hand with the books, apparently people don't understand what the character's doing. So I have to explain it. I'll make you watch the video for that one. But I don't think Danny. I said evil. I meant it kind of hyperbolically. People like to be hyperbolic on the internet. I meant it hyperbolically. I don't think that she's evil. I just think that regardless of the treatment she received, Viserys was still her brother and the only other living Targaryen, right? She had kind of a responsibility to keep him alive. I think that when Ricardo asked her to, do you want me to take her ear? Do you want me to take his ear to teach respect? She should have said, yeah. She should have mutilated him and humiliated him, and then maybe he would have shut the fuck up, right? And Viserys is just then kind of a quiet guy you keep in a dungeon. She could have had a lot of things. The Dothraki don't have dungeons, so that's would have been my primary thing. Throw this motherfucker in a cage and put him at the back of the fucking Khalasar and be done with it. Okay? Be absolutely done with it. Because there is no way I'm going to let my brother, who is the heir to even if I have my own aspirations, which she doesn't. I've always believed that Daenerys, out of guilt, took on Viserys' mission to become the king or queen of Westeros. She don't want to do that shit. Daenerys wants to live at the house with the red door. She wants what we in our universe would call a middle class life. She wants a little bit of money to have servants, to buy shit, and to grow a garden and be happy. Daenerys doesn't want to be freeing slaves. Daenerys doesn't really want to do any of this shit. Right? She wants the house with the red door. And she's taken up this mantle of Viserys is because she feels guilty. She let him die. The moment he starts screaming, right? Grab his ass, get your blood riders to grab his ass. Dude, I got a fucking cute picture of me like on the desktop. Maybe that's sexism in the world, but I got it on the desktop, baby. Okay? Just in case. All right? Them no blemish pictures. All right? You don't have to be that self-conscious, honey. It's okay. This is California. We got not so cute people too. All right. I'm sure you're not horrible looking. Human beings are not. I've never really seen an ugly person. I've seen people I don't find attractive, but I've never seen anyone that was ugly to the point where, oh, nobody would want to, deal with that. And let me tell you something. It really, at this point, I've learned it doesn't matter what you look like. Not really. Humans don't give a fuck about that shit. They might lie and pretend like they do, but every one of those people on the 600-pound person show got a wife and a husband. All right. Who are you quoting? I don't think I've ever just said that. GOF? Question mark? No question mark. Should I go to the Urban Dictionary? I've already had to go there twice. Who does? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right. Something's happening. Sorry. Am I still on the air? Hey, hey, hey. All right, Dork. I'm going to need you to do me a big favor. All right. And I don't know why I'm asking you, because you're just going to be a troll about it. Remind me. Okay, well, tell me when I said it, honey. I can't remember every fucking thing I've ever said in the history of mankind. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Dork. Woo. Okay, remind me. Is it in a tweet? Did I say it in the... If I said it in a YouTube comment, my nig, don't even start. If I said that shit in a YouTube comment and it's on Google Plus or whatever, don't even get me started, because you know good and well these YouTube comment streets are hard. Okay, they're hard streets. So remind me where did I say on Twitter? I don't. Yes. What do you go there? Okay, that was the yup. That was the yup from Am I Still Live? But my question is, when did I say that? Yes, I've said that. I said that 4 times during ABSOP's chat, and I'm saying it through. I said it through a very public spanking of chat, and I'm saying it now. Yes, in answer to your question that I can't say on stream because they'll take away my monetization for that. Because YouTube is Lord. Oh, since you're here, do you have any opinions about whatchamacallit, YouTube heroes? You're probably, like I said, I don't really believe human beings are that, or can be that ugly, bruh. The fuck out. Where I don't see anything in my DMs, bruh. Oh, and by the way, since you're fucking watching this shit, I didn't call you out in front of the chat, so you should be, so I'm being cute about this. But WTF, when did you send Ansel that link to porn? Because I didn't see it. All right, and I was looking for it. All right. Come on, bro. You can't just be not sending the links out to the porno. Get the fuck out of here. Is YT Heroes, I mean, are you being, honey, are you, what? You know I can't work. You're literally text right now. Okay? You got to put a smiley or something in. Let me know. That's not a link, bro. That's just say Google this. Come on, bro. Send me directly to the damn porno. Well, you know what? Tell me to Google it. I'm gonna get your ass on stream. I'm gonna not tonight. I know I'm not gonna get your ass tonight. I'm gonna get your ass on stream. Okay. We know. Thank you. You gotta be real hyperbolic, because if you're just like, "Yeah, it's great," you know, shit. As far as I know, you think it's great. What's your problem with it? Why don't you like it? I really want to know. Ari is a murderer, and I'm really happy about that. Ari is a murderer, I'm really happy about that. Ari is a murderer. I am shit. I'm happy about that shit. Right? I was hoping Santa was gonna hurry up and murder somebody. By the way, Jamie Lannister is Azor Ahai. He's not really, but we'll go with that. Oh, I hate that shit, bro. Google penalizes you for being able to type fast. What the fuck kind of world do we live in? Damn, that's hard. Um, mm, mm. Okay. I would say Dario Naharis and Yara. Those are my two top picks for who's the most fuckable on Game of Thrones. Dario Naharis and Yara. I don't want to fuck Daenerys. She seems like she got baggage. She always crying about her dragons. She always crying about her city states. She always crying about her fucking mission. She crying about their army. She crying about her ships. She always crying about something. Yeah, the queen of the Ironborn, quote unquote. Yeah. Yara is a down and dirty player. Yara is gonna fuck you. Yara doesn't care who knows she's gonna fuck you, and she ain't coming with you with all that baggage. Don't you dare. Melisandre is like my hero, so don't. I don't think of Melisandre like that. Well, what? She's not sexy after she loses her faith? What? Oh yeah, well, shit. I don't want to fuck her now. She don't believe in R'hllor. It's actually Rolaro. Yeah, I don't want to fuck her now. She doesn't believe in Rolaro. Fuck it. See, Georgian, this could be really, really, really fun, right? But we need more people. Now, I ain't got no friends because I'm doing this on Saturday night. Okay, but you got some friends, all right? Which I'm undoubtedly sure are probably doing something. So it's just you and me, all right? Oh, boo! I want to be here with you. Listen, do you really think I would have done this live stream, okay, if I didn't think you were going to show up? Oh, stop! Well, if you stop crying about it, someone might touch it. But you got to stop crying about it. Life isn't just not having your penis touched. Okay, life is about the penis that touches your heart, or for you, the vagina, or whatever. Right? I gotta stop doing my all right thing, but can't be bothered. Anywho, she would fuck anyone, but how you gonna feel when she ages you, making that shadow baby from your ass? Listen, stop teasing. Hey, don't insult my gods. Um, oh boo, just send me what you got, boo boo. All right. You playing with me? Just send me what you got. Where's my coffee? Oh my god. Okay, so I just ate a strawberry and then I drank some coffee. Swear to God, it tasted like bacon. Oh man, fuck! I'm out of strawberry. Oh, found half a breakfast bar though. That's the highlight of my night. Anyways, I am talking about stuff. I just tasted bacon. That's something. Listen, bruh. Okay. If you've got a topic, suggest it. Get on the screen with your rapey throat and your non-having picture ass. Come on. What you want me to talk about? I could talk about Game of Thrones all night. Listen, okay, so let's do my Jamie. Oh, wait. Well, I think I did Jamie Lannister as Azor High. Listen, when he puts that sword through Cersei, you know good and well that shit gonna light on fire. Uh-uh. Nah. We ain't talking about pornography just because it's because you're out here. Listen, bruh. You should not have come. I'm in the Game of Thrones mood now. I should just do that, but I won't. I won't. So tell me, for realsies, do you support Trump? At this point, I feel like I'm saying, do you support the SS? But for realsies, no bullshit. The inquiring minds want to know: are you a Gary Johnson supporter? Maybe you're a Jill Stein supporter. I know you ain't for HRC. No, nobody within a 10-mile distance is thinking about that. Boo Boo, I can't even see what time it is. What time is it? It is 8:16, bruh. Dr. Kraut and Stephen. Getting a little needy there, baby. Well, shit, you want me to talk about shit I don't want to talk about, and I want to play Doom. Okay, so let me see if I can combine this. I'll stay up for a few more minutes. Do you play Doom or do you play Civilization? I can have those conversations. I'd say that when you got a candidate who's supported by our adversaries, particularly the heads of North Korea and Russia, I would be a little more inclined not to want to vote for that person. But that's just me. All right. Hey, we're all into what we're into. Tell me, I know you spend probably a good 60% of the time roaming the internet for porno, but um, I would say Doom. You can still get into it after 25 years. Creationist Cat just put out a new video. Honey, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm a little mad. Dork Jam. Dork Jam, and this is another series. I'm sorry to be so serious tonight, sweetheart. I really would love to be more playful with you. It's just this coffee's kind of working on my bladder. That's cute. That is cute. Yes, honey. You're not only more of a gamer than me, you're more of a human. Um, should I watch Creationist Cat's video? Do I dare? Um, okay, I'm just passing ABSOP's video. Where the fuck is it? Oh hell no! I with Dr. Kraut. I'm really particular about what I'll watch on YouTube, and right now I'm like, well, what is this? I don't want to see that. Um, you know what I've been getting? Yes, yes, I do. Cry for me, brown person. Love me, brown person. I'm so lonely. Ooh, Tamara's never seen my YouTube. Let me tell you something about my YouTubing. It's personal to me, bruh. Like me watching YouTube videos, like I don't have cable, right? I steal cable. All right. I shouldn't say that on live stream, but I'm probably not going to keep this up for very long. So I don't know why I said that last part. Um, so my YouTubing, like what I watch on YouTube is like sacred, right? I don't want to share it with anybody. All right. I don't want to share. I don't want people knowing what. I mean, I don't care if people see my subs, I'll talk about the shit, but I really don't want people like fucking with the shit I fuck with. Like, if the shit starts to get too big, I'm gonna be mad. Who is this? Hello there, second viewer. Come by. Let's talk about it, honey. I was talking Game of Thrones. Now we're talking about my sacred YouTubiness. So come on in the chat and talk to me, boo boo. Mama needs some stimulation. Okay. If I know you, you can get on the show. Okay. All right. You can get on the show, boo. Ah! Hey, Rob. Hail Hydra. What is going on? It has been a coon's age. Oh man. Oh man. This is this is getting complicated. Okay, so let's talk I didn't really have a topic tonight. I really wanted to play Doom. I really wanted to play Doom and then go check on my little people in Civ. But Dork Jam's got my ass out here working like a fucking slave. Um, oh, calm down, calm down. Rob Ray has always been my love and baby. I do love the white man, but I also love the Indian man and the Pakistani man and the fucking and the African man and the African American man. Oh, calm down, boo. But you do know, like, there's a line, right? Like, there's a line, a long line. Okay, somebody come looking for your girl. Let me put it like this: you're not at the back, but you're not like the second guy either, right? And then there's all those potential, because Indian men and fucking Saudi Arabian men and Iranian men and generally the men of the world and the women need some love. Is the line at Shanks? No, I don't know. No, it's not. It's at it starts at the Sambos up the street and then you just kind of keep going up the block. No, I would say that doesn't even, like, my line includes people I know. That doesn't even include, like, if some of my, like, hot YouTube fantasies come about, you know what I'm saying? Because if that happens, all you motherfuckers going to the back of the line. All right. If I've got like 2 guys in real life and like 4 guys on the internet who I have sex with, then my like YouTube favorites, oh man, you totally get the front line for that. Anywho, I would have to say, George Jam, that Mama's getting a little tired. Okay, Mama's got no air conditioning. She's getting kind of hot. But I tell you what, I will go the full 2 hours, right? I will do half ABSOP, right? I'll do, if we can get more than me, if we can get you on the show, yeah, honey, yeah, you know why? Because Mama got things to do for her personal self. 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Okay. Can I do 5 more minutes? I don't even have a 5 more minute topic. Okay, listen. I will say that Rule 34 does not update their porno enough. I feel like there's a lot of artists producing a lot of animation out here that's real sexy, that's real nice, but it just ain't, you know, they just ain't uploading it quick enough. You know what I'm saying? I love Rule 34. That's my shit. It goes X video. Okay, it goes X video, Pornhub. Okay, X video. Stop, computer. Stop telling me stuff. X video, Pornhub. Actually, Pornhub, X video, and then um, um, okay, babe. Okay. Um, sorry, my computer's showing me. Okay, okay. I trust me, babe. I know I got the DMs because my computer is going, hey, bitch, look at all the messages you left you. It's like, okay, I'm just trying to stay on topic. I'm really stoned. I'm just trying to stay on topic, right? Because I can't keep all that shit in my mind for too long. And now I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Maybe I never knew what the fuck I was talking about. Like I said, I will go a full, and you know me, right? Like, if you see my videos, you know I can go about 20 minutes. I can go much longer with other people. I'm good playing off other people. But just having you and me, right? We got to get this jumping and jiving, right? So if you've got any friends, you need to invite them. But beforehand, before you invite your friends, get your throat together, stop being cute, get your shit together, get a fucking lozenge, right? Because they make them over there in the UK, as far as I know, whatever the fuck you are in this world, you can buy lozenges. All right, you could be in deepest, darkest of shy, them niggas got lozenges. All right. Take your ass, get some lozenges, and come back to me. All right, when you're ready to do the show. They do. I knew that they did. Come on, phone, stop being a dickhead. I get that. I get it's saying it to me like, you have new messages. It's saying it to me all rush. My phone is really crazy because it's like it turns red. All right, I'm looking. It's loading, boo boo. We're loading and loading. I know your heart is just jumping out of your chest. Loading still. Loading. Mind you, I've got like 20 devices on my Wi-Fi right now. That includes me live streaming. So I'm going to switch over to the 4G so that it loads and loads, and that your little heart doesn't just explode out your chest. And loads. And loads. And loads. I have not found a Twitter client yet that is better than Twitter. I will not, sweetheart. I will not. All right. I will be as discreet as the grave. I wanted to give you a live reaction because I don't want you to, no matter what you have sent me, unless you have just sent me a picture of a fucking gorilla's doodle, right? I don't think that it's going to be that bad. But my phone has decided that it doesn't want to load your picture, so I've got to go directly to Twitter. But you see, I'm on an entirely, okay, my computer is freaking out right now. It's like red where it shouldn't be red, and oh God. As much as I love technology, you would think it would love me back. And I know, I mean, it's probably your jam. Is it really? I thought it was, I was sure when I clicked on it, I was like, oh, this motherfucker is sending me a virus. Like I said, honey, discreet as the grave. Have you ever heard me blast anybody's pictures on the internet? No, you have not. I do not do that. Okay. We can talk about the fact that you've made them. We just can't send them. I get it. Don't worry. Who am I going to forward them to? Who wants these pictures? Right? They don't know you. All right. Anyway, you know what? You ever do this? You ever do that thing where you're like making a video or whatever, and you have to put in a password and you have to consciously like not say it? Oh, and now the phone wants to buzz me. What a piece of shit. Yeah, okay, done. All right, let's see, y'all. I know how to use Twitter. Don't even tell me that this is you and you are crying. What are you crying about? You're adorable. You were just fishing for compliments, aren't you? You're very attractive. I don't know what you're crying about. In what century, right, are you unattractive? How old are you, sweetheart? You can pop it on Twitter if you want. You can pop it on in the chat. You don't have a big nose. What are you crying about? Have you ever seen a nose? Jeez, listen. You want to see a nose? Go look up. God, what's that? Hazel E. I'll put it in the chat. Hazel E. That girl got a nose for days. Yours, not so bad. Okay, well, I'm 25. I'll be 26 in October. What are you crying about? Jesus. If you had gone to my high school, you would have had plenty of options, trust me. Who gives a fuck what people think? People are stupid as shit. Honey, your nose looks absolutely fine. All right, it's not giant. Okay, it's not like you got a fuck. You acting like you have an elephantitis tusk hanging off your face. All right, stop. You're cute. Stop. Jeez. All right. Don't lie. I'm not lying. No, not really. Don't, honey, if you don't stop. All right. If you don't stop. You're very attractive. Don't worry. All right. I don't know how much you and me got in common other than the Song of Ice and Fire, but we can find that out. I tell you what, when you get over the rape voice, you let me know. And if it's Saturday night, if it's Friday night, just give me like a day ahead of time. Hey, my rape voice has gone away. and we'll get on the chat together. Okay, but you are crying over nothing. My God, you know, you're acting like you don't have a fucking nose. You know, there are human beings that don't have a fucking nose, bro. You understand that? All right. And what you crying? And you crying because you have a nose, but you think it's just a little too big? Come on, it's not. You're tripping. You are so tripping, bro. You need to be looking at. You need to be like looking up ugly people. Okay. And second viewer, hi. I don't know you. I might know you. But second viewer, hi. I'm having this went from a personal conversation to me noticing, oh, there's a little two over there. Somebody else is watching us. Really. Go out of here. Be entertained by somebody better than me. Unless you know me, and then you know this is the level of entertainment you get. Oh, don't be like you were being such a baby right now. Right? So okay, let's say by the magic of technology, whatever the fuck happens, through the magic of airplanes, I show up on your doorstep, right? Do you really think I'm gonna be, you know, you're gonna be in my heaving breasts and I'm gonna be like, oh, your nose is so huge. You know, I just can't bear it. No. And if somebody says that, then let me tell you something. They were dickheads from jump, and you don't want to be in a relationship with them. That's number one. Number two, don't trip about the way you look, because at the end of the day, that's all some superficial shit. I said earlier in the chat, if you remember correctly, I said earlier, not just I didn't say in the chat, I said on the stream, since you were listening, that I have seen multiple episodes of the 600-pound woman or man or whomever, and these people be married, and they be married to good-looking people, real skinny people and shit. So what are you tripping about? Oh, well, too bad. Then you're gonna hate me because I'm pretty positive and upbeat. So I guess we're not compatible, boo boo. Sorry. How in love with me are you now? Say 0 so I can get the fuck off of this chat, bro. I love you guys. I really do, but I'm tired. I just want to play some Doom. All right. Listen, if my computer could hold up to fucking streaming Doom, I would just stream Doom. But the problem is I don't have a proper setup. I got to get my tablet out so I can have like something going, right? Then I've got to get the external mic, and then I've got to get like the phone up so I can be on Twitter too. Baby, that's too damn much. All right. I stream the Dooms because I love playing the Dooms. All right, but is whatever. So this one is just being a dickhead. All right. Oh, Dork Jam, while you're here, you're still here, boo, right? Dork Jam, where are you, Dork Jam? Do I have to send you a tweet, Dork Jam? Now, you know you listen to this motherfucking thing, and you ain't keeping the chat. I'm keeping the damn chat window open. Anyway, I'm gonna ask it, and then you can fucking answer. Is that you in your videos, right? I think you have a couple of uploads. You're gonna have to leave me at some point, honey. Even if we had a relationship, right? Like a romantic relationship, you would still have to be away from me. That's life. All right, we got to be apart. That's how you appreciate being together. Okay. Well, bruh, listen. I never wanted to join the fray, and I still don't want to join the fray, but I will. What? Ask your question. Go on, because I'm really, really ready to go to sleep. Like, I'm drinking this coffee. No. Now, I will say this. Semen is a very good stringent, right? It starts to harden, and it really gets into those pores. Oh, great stringent. But no, not on my face. Because it's kind of demeaning, right? To me, right? If you're going to do it on the mouth like everybody else. And how was that an awkward question? It's me we're talking about. For God's sake. You and I'll put it like this. You and I would have gone really well together in high school, because this is just, you would have gotten to know me and know that I'm kind of just off the wall, right? And I'm not going to fucking be like too cutesy or not vulgar. Like, I'm a vulgar motherfucker, and that's just how I've always been. There's a place and time for it, of course. I'm not vulgar at work. I'm not vulgar in the classroom, but I get to be vulgar here. Oh, you already asked me that. And I said no. I was there. I just said it. You can do whatever you don't have to ask my permission, boo-boo. I live in the Western world. You ain't got to ask me permission to do shit. Just do it. Do it and tell me about it later. Well, honey, listen, it's about a photograph. It's not rape. Someone else is here. Whoever you are, I love you just for sticking around. All right. If you want to leave, feel free. I'm not an asshole trying to keep you here. All right. I'm not some big advertising YouTuber trying to get people to watch this shit. I'm trying not to get people to watch what the fuck I'm doing. All right. I just want to be me to the world so that when I die, probably at the hands of some horrible guy, that there is a record left of me and what I believed and what I did and what I was, mostly what I believed. So that the world knows what it misses. So that's just what it is. As a gentleman, you always ask permission. Yeah, I'm sure you ask permission when you're coming all over people's faces. Dead ass sure. How is it that the coffee I brewed at home was stronger than the shit I got from the Starbucks? I'm mad as fuck right now. I'm mad as fuck. I could have saved my ass $3.25 today. Okay. And I just said, you know what? I'm gonna make some more coffee at the house. And I'm pissed, even more pissed, because I forgot to grind my coffee at the fucking grocery store. So now I'm stuck with ungrinded coffee. God damn. I'm just gonna get a coffee grinder. I'm gonna stop crying about this. I'm gonna stop being cheap. I'm gonna stop being cheap and I'm gonna get a fucking coffee grinder. Because I'm sick of this shit. The moment I get these goddamn headphones back to Amazon, fuck yeah. Alright? Fuck yeah. Okay. So that's it. Oh, this may be a deal breaker, Door Jam. I'm a feminist. A liberal feminist. But I'm a feminist. So if you can't deal with that, then you may want to get the fuck up out of here now. All right? Because I'm probably going to end up going into some more feminist topics because at some point, like, I know I'm needed on the front lines, not really, but, you know, on these YouTube streets, I know that if I don't get involved, then I don't really got room to talk. So I've got to contribute my 7 cents to this and be done. John Epic Dropout! Hi, sweetheart. Well, I mean, I can't, I mean, listen, if you and Dorkjam want to fight for my love, go right ahead. Okay. What's this? What? Wait. I love when don't you love it when your phone tells you some shit you already knew? Yeah, I already knew that 5 minutes ago when my computer told me. Okay. I know you will, sweetheart. I mean, listen, I shouldn't show favor to my suitors, okay? You know I shouldn't, all right? I'm like Lisa Aaron right now, okay? All right? I gotta keep all my options open, but John F. McDropout, we'll be dropping you a line. But I love all my male suitors, and anyone who wants to come fucking with me, hey, you know where to find me, baby. But I hope I'm fulfilling something for George Jam because I am staying on a little longer than I had anticipated. What time is it? It is 8:40, so I'll see what I can do to stay on till 9 and hope that John F. McDropout and George Jam stay with me. But if you don't, hey, whatever. You know, lick my fucking pussy. You have that chance, my dear. I don't know where George Jam went if he's coming back, but it's going to be a fight between you two in a minute because you got people, you know, all of you are professing your love for me, and I appreciate that. I truly do, right? I've come for the loving, all right? Just don't bludgeon each other too much because y'all got to still be pretty, all right? Uh-oh. How did I know he heard that? John F. McDropout, I'm going to your channel. Boo, I thought I was subscribed to you. Well, I'm subscribed to you now, boo-boo. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. Sub for sub. All I got to say is, okay, so we're trying to make it to 9. Okay, what I don't want to talk about the shootings. I started off wanting to talk about them, but okay, you know what? Fine, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this about what has happened with Keith Scott, and this is going to be my kind of, this is going to be my little bite of what I believe, and then I'll try to do a bigger video. Um, what upsets me the most is that when you watch the video and then you hear the cops say, "Aw," you watch the video and you hear the cops say, "Well, we were serving an arrest warrant to somebody else, and we saw Keith Scott in his car rolling a marijuana cigarette, and he brandished his gun." Wait a second. You're a black guy in a car, and you there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm getting we're having the momentary lapse in judgment where my computer's like, look, bitch, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Don't nobody ever give me shit. You ain't never defragging my hard drive. Honey, we went down. I'm not leaving. Not yet. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Shut up and listen to my thing about Keith Scott. I'm not leaving yet. I didn't. My computer's hiccuped up. It will hiccup, baby, but you'll know if I'm coming back. Okay. So here it is. I feel like the police story was a little bit of bullshit because I don't know. I know people who are brazen about their weed smoking, not in the South, and not enough to where they would be sitting in their car rolling a joint and would want to call attention to themselves by brandishing a gun at a cop. The article I just read from, I believe it was the New York Times. I'm going to see if it's still on my docket, but I don't know because my computer is acting like, bitch, you are the devil. Okay. My computer is freaking out. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. It's in the, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. It's the very first, I think it's the first paragraph. I'm sorry. No, it's not the first. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th paragraph in. Dropping it now. Okay. The police, and I'm going to read it to you because my computer is really freaking out, so I don't want to do screen share right this second, so I'll read it. The police also revealed for the first time that officers had decided to confront Mr. Scott, 43, in the parking lot of his apartment complex on Tuesday because they noticed as they were preparing to serve a warrant to another person that he was rolling a marijuana cigarette inside of his SUV and had observed him, quote, holding a gun up. According to the news release, Chief Kerr Putney of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department said that Mr. Scott was in possession of both marijuana and a handgun, and it raised a safety issue. It raised a safety issue officers felt compelled to confront. Wait a second. So this guy's rolling a joint, and then he brandishes a gun? I'm sorry. Maybe he is of diminished mental capacity. Maybe he, and I don't want to sound ableist or anything. Maybe he is has some type of mental illness that could account for something like that. But if you are a person who is just kind of on your antidepressants and is doing okay, when are you gonna roll a joint and then brandish a fucking gun at the cops? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense, right? And from the video that they recently released, at least at the time in which they're trying to get him out of the car, they're behind him, which means they probably approached from behind him when they were serving this warrant. There is it's very likely that Keith Scott saw these police officers. So you're going to see a cop, you're going to be rolling your joint, and you're going to smoke him, and you're going to fucking brandish a handgun? The fuck? I shouldn't say handgun, a gun. What? In order for him, according to them, the gun is in an ankle holster, which means in order for him to hold up the gun, right? He's got to reach down to his ankle and do that. I don't even, what ticks me off is if this were, and I don't like to say if this were a white person, but let's put that, let's do that anyway, because I'm an asshole. If this were, I've seen cops enough to know that there are plenty of white guys with handguns. And when the cops arrest the white guy with a handgun on television, they take the gun from him, they, you know, and they put him in the back of the car. I don't understand, but I don't understand how it's not the same for everybody. Unless someone is directly shooting at you, to me, they're not a threat, right? They have to be shooting at you, right? If they just have a gun, they're allowed to have a gun. It's not illegal to own a gun. In a lot of states, you don't need as much of a, you know, in some states you have a strict permitting system. In some states you have a very loose one. Some states, I'm sure, don't even have permitting system. You just buy a fucking gun. So they're treating African American men like it's not okay for them to own a gun, that they have to be shot on sight for having a gun, right? They're saying he held up the gun. They're not even saying that he was waving it at them, that he was pointing it at them. It says he held it up. So that means that having a gun and maybe having it in the view of an officer means that you should die? And then you've got a bunch of assholes on this planet who would sit here and would act like, well, you know, black people shouldn't have guns on them, so they deserve to die. The fuck out of here. And when I started this video, one thing I said, and I want to kind of clarify, was I said I was really intrigued by his wife's reaction. She's filming and she's like, you better not kill him. You better not. I mean, she's really angry. And, you know, as a black person, I could never imagine myself having that type of aggressive tone with a cop who based on the tension you can feel, was going to shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? But even after they shoot her husband, she's like, he better not be dead. I'm thinking, you go, sister. You go, because she's not afraid. She's not afraid. She is confronting him. You better not have killed my husband. You better fucking not. That to me is amazing. And I want to give all my power and love to that lady, because you know what? That wouldn't have been me. I'd be crying and screaming and doing all the normal shit. I couldn't even be, like, my brain couldn't be wired enough to be that angry. But I give her applause. I really feel like I love the United States. I love this planet. You know, Homo sapiens, we're good. I love people. You know, there are going to be racists and assholes and shitbags and edgelords and all kinds of shit on Earth, on the internet, whatever. But I, for the most part, like people and think the best of them. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. But man, it can be really, like, emotional when you see this happening over and over again, and you're thinking, you're not even giving them the base, you're not giving these men, these women who you kill, the basic human benefit of the doubt that my parents taught me to give to people, right? You give them that basic, you know, respect and decency until they prove you otherwise. But we can't even get that. We can't even get, it's you have a gun, you're dangerous, you're black, kill it. You know, that's so frightening. It just drives me nuts, bro. You know, I wish I could express it with the eloquence of Dr. Martin Luther King. I ain't got that. When I want to be, I can be, you know, eloquent and fucking, you know, I can be a master, you know, not a master wordsmith, but a wordsmith nonetheless. But I'm trying not to be angry, because I don't want my clarity and the way I feel to be, to cloud. Oh God, I had the perfect words for it like 20 minutes ago. I don't want my anger to cloud the clarity of thought that I need to think about how we can solve these issues. But I can understand wanting to burn the fucking planet to the ground. I really, really can. I even, on my map of the United States behind me, and I tell you what, 10 subscriber special. I got a lot of surprises for 10 subscriber special. So You know, if you know somebody who likes an outlandish black girl who likes to talk a lot, and you think that person would definitely fuck with her, down and have them fucking ignore me, because they probably won't like me because I talk too much and I say too little. But I will say that on my map behind me, I do have Missouri, and I wrote in Sharpie, burn it to the ground, slave state. Because sometimes you just feel like you motherfuckers are still slave states. You're still treating us like we haven't earned the basic personhood that everybody else seems to have, right? If I got stabbed tonight, my parents would have to come out and prove that because they found the autopsy report found marijuana in her system doesn't mean that she deserved to die, right? If some white guy gets stabbed tonight, that doesn't have to happen to him, right? It's just going to be, oh, what a tragedy, he was killed, right? And if he was a drug user, it'll be on the back fucking burner. So that's, you know, right now I'm just getting it out. I want to make it clear that there's a difference between an informal discussion and a formal discussion with me. When I do a formal discussion, we do all the notes. We show you as much as I can in terms of links and all that good stuff. But an informal discussion is just me talking. So this is one of my informal discussions. I just want to fucking get this out and off my chest because I'm so tired of carrying it around, and I want to try to find some solutions to this fucking problem. But that's where I am right now. I would like to thank John F. McDropout and Dork Jam for being excellent guests. Mostly Dork Jam. Whenever, I guess, honey, in direct answer to your question, I won't embarrass you with what the question was because this live stream will probably stay up. But whenever you choose. So, to be honest, you may want to wait a couple of weeks for realsies because I've just seen your face. Let's talk a little bit. Give me a couple of weeks before you start sending me your appendages. Anywho, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to keep this up and do it as often as possible on Saturdays because, you know, fuck it. It's entertaining. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy having you guys with me. Next week, I'd like to try to get you guys on the show if you want to be on. I do way better when I have people to play off of, so happy day. So I will see you guys soon. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Miss Megalodon. It's in the description. I'm not spelling it because I am stoned and I can't spell. All right, thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Good night.